Now this here, folks, yeah, I gathered these seeds from a kabocha squash bought into a store, and I saved the seeds, and I'm like, well, let me try it. So there they are. Not all of them come out, but they might still. There's one in the center there, and then a few there. Looks like only a couple there. So I'm not really sure. It looks like they're going to sprout. And not bad for store-bought seeds from a fruit or a vegetable. It's not bad germination rate. There's one coming up there. So they might all pop up through. I've just got to be a little more patient. But we know they'll sprout. But we'll see if they bear fruit, right? We'll see if they bear fruit and if it's the correct fruit. Now, I'm not sure. This plant here, let me pull it because I'll eat it. That right there is what we call sourweed or sauerkraut. Some of us call it sauerkraut. Now, there's not much difference in this plant than, oh, let me get this one, because I'll eat this one too, than that one there. Okay, they're both sorrels, and they both taste very similar. I would have to say that the sauerkraut plant tastes a little bit more like sauerkraut, and that just tastes like, well, a little bit sour. So, but there, you can eat both of them, and I am going to. I'm just going to plop them right in my mouth, actually. So, here's another sauerkraut plant. They do grow wild here, and it's just a wild plant. But it would be very, very good with, you fry up some fish, and you saute some of that up. It would be about like putting lemon with your fish. Welcome back, folks. I am up in my garden, but I'm not going to stay up here long. I just did a short video on my onions and some store-bought kabocha seeds that I saved and planted, and garlic. Nothing special, nothing spectacular. Stuff that you all probably already know. Maybe you can teach me the error of my ways. So I really don't have much to say other than I said that I was going to do another video, and I'd like to keep my word. Sometimes I just can't. Sometimes I just fall asleep, right? And there's no sense doing a video after dark. So, well, I can. I could probably light up the rocket stove. I've got some stuff that I would like to cook, but I think tonight I'm just going to take the rest of the night off. I still have to do my chores, so that's about another hour. So by the time that's done, I'm going to be ready to go to bed, sleep, and start the day over tomorrow, right? But I do know that tomorrow morning I need to water my entire garden, because I guess we're not going to get rain. It's really black over there, and the sun is over here, so, and everything's going that way. So I guess we're not getting any rain today. So, but you don't care about that. So I went down and I voted in our little town, and the voting booths were open from 8 this morning until 8 tonight. So I had some guinea feathers that I had collected and washed, and apparently for my cousin Becky, and I put them in a box and wrote cleaned guinea feathers or washed guinea feathers and her name on it. Well, I came across that box the other day when I went upstairs. So what I did was I delivered that box of feathers while I was right there to vote. So yeah, the primaries, folks. I don't know about the turnout, but we got to do something about our governor. We just can't have her in there anymore. So, but some people think she's absolutely wonderful, and she's doing a fantastic job. And everybody's got it right. Everybody believes differently, right? I just know that the governor that of this state really, in my opinion, was not kind during the whole pandemic, whatever you want to call it, right? She was not kind to us healthcare workers, folks. So she is the main reason, and she is the main reason only that because I refused this and I'm a healthcare worker, I was forced to get done, even though the company that I work for wanted to keep me on. So, but I just couldn't do it. Otherwise, they would get penalized, and so they had to fire me. But that's the same company that gave me another job, right? So that's all right. So, but anyway, that woman's got to go, and I have a few choice words for her, but I'm going to keep them to myself. If you see me face to face, I'll gladly tell you a lot of things on how I feel about that woman. So, anyway, um, while I was down there, I went and got, because I like to make all kinds of, do everything all at once. So if I'm going to go out and vote, which is very important to me, I am going to deliver those feathers, which is right there. And an eighth of a mile down the road, there's a local store. And even though I just got some ice yesterday, I think it was, 2 days ago, I got another block while I was down there. So, well, while I was down there, remember the story about how Hippie Chick came about? I have a video way down below, folks. I walked in, and the young lady that was working there was telling a new hire, um, Hippie Chick, calling me Hippie Mama. So I told her that I had a YouTube channel, and the reason it was called Hippie Chick was because of her. So, hi Ariel. So anyway, mosquitoes are coming out. I do have bug dope in my pocket, but I don't want to put it on because I'm going to be going in, and I'm going to tend to my birds, and then I'm going to go in, and I don't want to waste bug dope for an hour, so I'm just not going to put it on. And come again, I really haven't said anything, and this afternoon I just kind of put little snippets out there and told a story and all of that. So I don't know why you keep coming back, because I feel that I'm getting kind of boring, folks. So there's only so much the shit hit the fan videos that I can make and keep myself sane, okay? Because sometimes I just have to back away from it. Now I consider this self-sustaining, which fits into that type of video, but I just feel that I just can't do that every day, folks. I can do homesteading every day, and I can do videos on my garden every day, and it's almost time for foraging, so I'll be doing a lot of foraging videos, folks. But I just can't do shit hit the fan every day. It brings me down, even though I know everything is happening and I know it doesn't look good. I get that, but talking about it, I don't know how some of these channels do it. I just really don't. But me personally, I can't do that every video. So I hope you still hang in there, and I hope you continue watching. And if you don't, that's okay. I understand. There's a lot of channels out there that give way more information than I do. Some of them are a little fear-mongering, and they're kind of competing for the best video title, I think. I really believe that. But anyway, I am not going to do that. I refuse to do that. So I'm I'm going to go in, folks, and get ready to tend to the birds, and then I'm going to go to bed. I'll load this up first. I don't know when it's going to load up. The reception here has been horrendous, folks. It's just been horrendous. So it is what it is, and I can only do what I can do, right? Those russets that I had left over, I had 7 potato seed left over, and I planted them in between 2 stumps. Well, they are up. They have been hoed with sawdust. I just did that today, so they're kind of sawdusty, but they're doing rather well there. So we'll see how this goes. But I do have ants, folks. I've got a huge ant nest. I'll show you that. Okay, here is the ant nest, and this is where I put that mixture of borax and sugar. And I haven't seen any ants. I think I killed the ants. Well, here we go. I just saw that right there. But that's one of those, oh, it's an ant, but it's hauling another dead ant. So I think all the ants here have died, so the borax and sugar mix does work. It's a really inexpensive way to get rid of ants, folks. Now, my cousin Shay read where you can take ants, take a shovel full of an ant hill from one, and then take it and put that ant hill in the shovel onto another ant hill, and they will fight to the death, and they will kill each other off. I don't know. That sounds kind of logical, but that's something else maybe y'all can research if you're interested and have an ant problem, because that would be even cheaper if you can just take a shovel full of this before I put the solution on there, and put the shovel full onto another ant pile and let them battle it out, and then that won't cost you anything, right? So these tips and tricks that we all learn and we all share are quite valuable to some, right?